In the article, she was saying that they were practicing calorie intakes that are less than the normal and not safe weight loss, even making you guys work out when you're injured.
First off, they can't make you work out. They can't make you only eat 800 calories. You have a kitchen that's completely full of food. So that's asinine to say they made you only eat this many calories. They told you that if you did eat this many calories that you would lose weight. They don't make you do anything. You know, you can walk off the show anytime you want to, and they've proven that because people have in the past several seasons walked off.
So you haven't been forced to stay in your room when you're not working out. I mean, she describes it as being a held prisoner.
No. If you don't want to work out, you can walk off set anytime. Now, what does happen is that you are in a competition, and it's for $250,000. So, yeah, people want to win that $250,000. So if they see one person working out hard, they're going to go try and work out as hard as they are. And they're going to try and push through injuries because guess what? You can't sit on the sidelines of life just because you're injured. Get up.
Which kind of erases the whole point of her claims that you all are being brainwashed.
If your mind is that weak that you got brainwashed, I didn't look at Bob or Dovell and say, man, I can't believe I'm around these people. Now, somebody may have looked at those trainers and thought they're such big celebrities, I need to do whatever they say no matter what it is. But the thing is we have a doctor that comes in and gives you a calorie count, and he says this is the least amount that you should eat every single day. That was it.
And as far as the trainers are only there for money and ratings, I know in talking to you in the past, I mean, that's not the case at all.
No, absolutely not. You know, I've been very in contact with Dovell and pretty much with Bob, too. They've always been cool and taken my calls, and if I've had a question, you know, they've been there to answer it. It's up to me to go out and educate myself and to further my own self after this show is over. Because you didn't go into that show with them being your best friends, and you don't have to walk out with them being your best friends. People that don't take responsibility for themselves, that's what got us to where we were at in the first place. The fact that you had to go on a show shows that whatever you were doing before wasn't working. To say that the show is responsible for your weight gain or your weight loss or your eating disorder it's crazy.
But you wouldn't say there's any fat shaming going on or any cheating going on or any malpractice going on?
No. And fat shaming, that to me is ridiculous. You know what? For one of my best friends in the world, Keith Johnson, he came to me and he said, you've got to lose weight or you're going to die. Now, that's tough love coming from one of your best friends. He was trying to tell me, I believe in you, I love you, and I don't want my friend to go. To me, that's what they do on the show. You know that, Bob, not one person ever come to me and said, you're pathetic, you're going to die because you're fat. We don't condone that. So either you're going to do what we say or we're going to kick you off the show. That doesn't happen. Everything you do is your choice.
It sounds like your experience on the ranch was quite different than others.
Absolutely. There's a ton of people that have the same experience I have, and there are people that have the same experience that she has. You know, Kai just told her story, and in her head, I'm sure she believes that it's all their fault. In her head, that's the truth to her. But the article can't read, this is the brutal truth behind The Biggest Loser. It may be the brutal truth behind her story, but it's not behind The Biggest Loser, because I can bring you 10 people right now that will tell you how amazing life has been since Biggest Loser and how much it helped them and how much it changed their life. I can bring you my brother who's lost 100 pounds because of what I learned on the show. I was able to come back and teach him. I can bring you my mom, who me and her had the worst relationship you could think of. We didn't hardly speak, and now we're best friends. The show is not just about losing weight, but the stories behind it and what this show has done for many contestants, because they went in and they did it right, and they faced their own demons, and they fought for what they believed in, and they made their choice. You know, a lot of people say, well, a lot of Biggest Losers gain their weight back. Well, a lot of cocaine addicts get back on cocaine. That's ultimately what it is. You have to be responsible for the choices you make.